Dear students, we have started about the chemical bonding and the molecular structures. So in chemical bonding and the molecular structures, today we have to see about the ionic bonds. So what are these ionic bonds? What are the different factors or the how these ionic bonds are the forms? So among these different types of the bonds, ionic bond is one of the most important types of the chemical bonding. So it is responsible for the very existence of the solid state, which is the basis for all our physical and the chemical properties. The ionic bond consists of the transfer of the polar covalent bonding electrons from the one atom to the another atom. This leads to the formation of the oppositely charged ions in the molecule. So this ionic bond, also called an electrovalent bond. Electrovalent, it is another name, or it is also called electrovalent bond, is a chemical bond formed by the electrostatic interactions between two oppositely charged ions. The bond formation occurs between the cation, which is usually the metal, and the anion, usually it is a non-metal. Nearly all of the ionic compounds possess a degree of covalent bonding, which means that a purely ionic bond never exists. So the ionic bond can be defined as a bond with a greater ionic character than the covalent character. So how this electronegativity and the ionic bondings are the interrelated, or how this electronegativity affects this ionic bonding. The transfer of the valence electrons leads to formation of the ionic bonds. So it is the first point. This leads to the formation of the two ions, one having the positive charge, it is called as cations, and the one having the negative charge is called as anions. The opposite charges leads to solid and attractive forces between the atoms. This force is known as ionic or the electrovalent force. Ionic bond is formed between the atoms with high electronegativity. The compound formed by the electrostatic attractions between the positive and the negative ions is called as ionic compound. So we can say that among these all different types of the bonds, ionic bond, it is also it is very important types of the bonds in the chemical bonding, and it is the responsible existence of the solid state, which affects the physical and the chemical properties. So this ionic bond, they are also called as electrovalent bond. So when the one atom interacts with the another atoms, or the one atoms, it attracts the force of attractions among the other atoms. The transfer of the valence shell electrons of the electrons are present in the outermost shell. The activity between these valence shell electrons leads to the formation of the ionic bonds. So when these electrons are transferred So there is formation of the two types of the ions are the takes place. One ion it has a positive charge and another ion it has a negative charge. They are called as cations or the anions. So there is a strong force of attractions takes place between these two opposite charges, opposite ions, and which leads to the formation of the ionic bonds.